She was a pioneer, a symbol of courage and defiance, setting records in the sky. But in 1937, during her ambitious attempt to circumnavigate the globe, she vanished without a trace, along with her navigator Fred Noonan. The vast Pacific Ocean swallowed her whole, leaving behind one of aviation's greatest unsolved puzzles. This is the enduring mystery of Amelia Earhart. Amelia Earhart captured the world's imagination. Her final flight was meant to cement her legacy. Instead, it created an enigma. In 1937, she embarked on her most ambitious journey, a round-the-world flight at the equator, a record-breaking 29,000-mile journey. Accompanied by navigator Fred Noonan, their Lockheed Electra 10E was specially modified for long-distance flights. On July 2, 1937, they took off from Lae, New Guinea, heading for Howland Island, a tiny remote speck in the Central Pacific. This leg was one of the longest and most critical of their entire expedition, requiring pinpoint navigation over a vast, empty ocean. As they neared Howland Island, contact was established with the U.S. Coast Guard cutter Itasca, stationed there to guide them in with radio signals. Earhart's transmissions grew increasingly garbled and intermittent. She reported being low on fuel, experiencing cloudy weather, and having difficulty pinpointing their position. Her frustration was palpable, a desperate race against dwindling fuel and challenging conditions. The last confirmed message from Earhart was at 8:43 a.m. local time. "We are on the line 157, 337. We are running north and south." Then, utter silence. All subsequent attempts to contact them failed. The plane and its two occupants had vanished without a trace into the vast, unforgiving Pacific. This sudden silence launched one of the largest and most intensive search efforts in naval history. But for decades, it yielded no conclusive answers. Billions of dollars were spent, vast stretches of ocean searched, yet the plane and most of its passengers remained undiscovered. Years later, only a few small pieces of confirmed or highly probable debris, like a single flaperon, a wing part, washed ashore on distant African coasts. These fragments were meticulously analyzed and deemed consistent with a Lockheed Electra, providing tragic confirmation of a crash. However, these scattered pieces offered no direct clue to the plane's main wreckage, or the ultimate fate of its 239 occupants. The sheer scale of the ocean and the imprecision of the last known signals made pinpointing a crash site nearly impossible, leaving a gaping void of uncertainty. The most widely accepted theory is the crash and sink theory, suggesting they simply ran out of fuel after failing to locate Howland Island, causing their plane to crash into the ocean. The vast depths of the Pacific would have quickly swallowed the wreckage, leaving no visible trace. It's a straightforward, if heartbreaking, explanation, supported by the immense challenges of long-distance navigation in that era. A more intriguing theory, the Gardner Island theory, now Nikumaroro, posits that they managed to make an emergency landing on this remote, uninhabited atoll. Here, they might have survived for a period, sending distress signals that were initially picked up but not correctly identified. Archaeological expeditions have found artifacts, like fragments of tools and bones, that some believe support this theory, suggesting a castaway scenario. However, definitive proof remains elusive and debated. A more controversial and less substantiated theory is the Japanese capture theory. This suggests Earhart and Noonan were captured by Japanese forces, perhaps mistaken for spies, and either executed or held captive. Though lacking concrete evidence, this theory persists, fueled by geopolitical tensions of the era and the mystery surrounding Japanese activities in the Pacific before World War II. However, no verifiable documents or credible testimonies have ever confirmed such a capture. Amelia Earhart's disappearance continues to fascinate and frustrate. Was it a simple navigational error leading to a watery grave, or something far more complex? The vastness of the Pacific holds its secrets tightly, refusing to yield conclusive answers. What do you think happened to Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan? Share your thoughts below. And for more unsolved historical puzzles, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel.